This is No Agenda.
That ain't no Egyptian cotton in those HEMA underwear.
Actually, I think it is.
But
anyway,
we also sell tear gas to Egypt.
So there was an interesting think tank thing going on where they were discussing the Heritage Foundation, and it was Brookings. It was the Brookings Institute, which is a true think tank in the old school sense, meaning they work for the agency. And they had Bob Gregory for some unknown reason, who's that weird guy who does Meet the Press with the dark eyebrows, and he looks like Andy Warhol, and he's got a kind of a duck mouth. You know that guy? Yeah,
he's MK Ultra.
Is totally, and you listen to his jokes that he does, and he pulls. This guy's giving an analysis of a really interesting analysis based on some research he's done. His name's Kenneth Pollard, and he's with Brookings. And at the end of this, Gregory chimes in with just some inane comment about, well, you know. But just play this and you'll see what I'm talking about and why some of these mainstream guys should just not be on the air at all.
Pointed out that everything that Crane Brinton and Theda Skocpol and these wonderful scholars of revolution had been writing about, it's all there in the Middle East. And it was only a matter of time. It was either going to be a gradual process of reform or it was going to be a sudden, explosive process of revolution. And the last point on that, it's also important to keep in mind that the terrorism that we face is born of the exact same problem. The terrorists, the Ayman al-Zawahris, the Osama bin Laden, they are frustrated revolutionaries. They all tried to start revolutions in their own countries. And like other groups, the Russians before them, they turned to terrorism when they found they couldn't start the social revolution. And they went after us because they saw us as the power standing behind the governments that they were seeking to overthrow. Right. So all these problems
before we make them too nostalgic, they're also nihilists who are evil.
But again, they're always there.
Okay, so the guy.
Let me just point out they're also nihilists
and evil. I mean, the guy is doing an analysis that is actually valuable for people who are.
It was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Thoughtful, exactly. He's going into the research and he's trying to deconstruct the mechanisms going on in the Middle East, which is what a think tank does. And this idiot chimes in with, well, that may be true, but they're also nihilists and evil.
Well, that's his programming, man. That's exactly how it works. It's like he hears the word terrorist, evil. They are evil.
Get him off the stage.
He's a robot. He's a total MK Ultra robot.
Unbelievable.
That is pretty funny.
They made another stupid comment later in the show when somebody says, well, when I know a lot of the leaders, somebody very logical, and they're in Doha, I think, talking, and they say, well, a lot of the leaders probably are right now in their palaces and then Gregory jumps in and says, expansive palaces.
Yes, built with drug money.
He has to make some comment. I mean, just shut up.
Oh, what a douche. Wait, let me just give him a little...
Douchebag.